What is real estate investing and is it for you? I get this question all the time. People wanting to get into real estate investing, and it is a person by person basis. So, at a very high level, real estate investing is literally, instead of putting your money into a 401k or the stock market or something in that nature, you're putting it into a asset such as a house, an apartment complex, storage units. All that is like under real estate investing. And what your goal is to get some sort of return on the money that you put into it. Let's just say, very high level, for example, let's say you buy a house for $200,000. You put, we'll say, 20% down, 40,000 cash that you put down, and you want to make that money back, but also you want to have the expenses covered, such as the mortgage, insurance, taxes. Maybe you want to have vacancy stashed away, so those months that you don't have a tenant in there, and you want to have a maintenance budget. Little things like that you want to be mindful of. Whenever you're doing all of this, you want to make sure you're getting a return. Let's say that house you just bought, you put $40,000 down, and let's say rents are $2,000 a month. Let's just say, obviously this is not the case, but let's say your mortgage is $1,000, insurance, taxes, vacancy. We'll just say all that combined, for simplicity's sake, is $500. So it's $1,500 there. There's a cash flow spread there of $500 of the rent that you have coming in and the mortgage, the insurance, taxes, all that being deducted out. So how long is it going to take you to make back that $40,000 that you just had as the down payment for this property from the $500 of extra cash flow you're getting a month? Sounds like it's going to be a while, right? Not a long time, but it's going to be a while. There's other factors that you have to consider here. So what if the value of the house continues to go up each year? That is the case usually, unless you're buying in an area where they just had, say, Detroit in the, was it the 80s? Maybe even longer than that, I don't know. When they, man, I'm losing it. The houses there, Ford, all the car dealerships, once they started to tank and leave, they impacted the housing market there, and the value started to go down. That would be a special case scenario for something like that. But in general, the appreciation of a house in the market goes up about 4% annually is the average. Now that's nationally, of course, that's going to be different from wherever you are. But that's one thing to consider. So you're getting $500 a month cash flow, and the house that you just bought for $200,000 is going up 4%. So 1% would be $2,000. So it's going up $8,000 a year predicted. It doesn't actually happen that way in all cases, but nationally, the average, that's what it is. That is like a very high level of like real estate investing from a small standpoint of a single family house. Now let's say you have a duplex, and you take those exact same numbers that we just had, but you times by two, because there's two side-by-side properties, and continue to go up with a triplex, an apartment complex. And of course, it gets a little bit dicey. We start talking about storage units or RV parks or mobile home parks. All these are investing assets for real estate. What else to get you involved in real estate? I would say start watching other YouTube videos. There's plenty of creators out there that are real estate investors but want to teach other people how to do it. Make sure you're following someone who is actually investing in real estate and not just teaching it. There are a big difference between the two, because there are tasks, well, not just tasks, but experience, like real experiences that you're going to learn from actually doing it instead of just teaching it. Because I can sit here and tell you that we're going to have a mortgage and expenses, and not just its expenses, but you're going to have a mortgage, taxes, insurance, all that. But someone who isn't actually investing in real estate, are they taking the time to consider about vacancy, maintenance, tenant turnover, which is like vacancy, but I like to have it in a separate bucket. So if you're looking for someone who is going to teach you how to invest in real estate, just make sure they're actually doing it and not just teaching about it, because I see a lot of investors who really got big in 2020, 2021 flipping houses because it was easy. Real estate investing was easy in 2020, 2021 because interest rates were low, so there was a huge buyer's market and the prices were skyrocketing, and it made a lot of investors look good. And are they still doing that today? Probably not, because they're biting themselves because it's not the same market. I'm just rambling now at this point. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to get invested into real estate or learn more about real estate, I do this. I'm an active investor. I have a whole team. I have people who actually call other, we'll say, tired landlords and stuff like for me to see if like they're interested in selling their houses. We have a whole team. We have an underwriter. We have a bunch of loan products. We're in this. We're trying to continue to grow what we're doing. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. It's probably better to find me on Instagram and shoot me a DM at Brandon Thomas Official. You can comment on this video and I'll respond to it. But if you want a more detailed, personable response, definitely hit me up on Instagram. So yeah, hopefully real estate investing is for you. Hopefully this kind of cleared a little bit of airway. I know it wasn't the best detailed explanation, but it was straight to the point, and I hope you enjoyed it.